Hey guys, this is Palace9 here back with another video. Today we are going to be seeing The Crew 2. Now, I apologize if I don't have my camera up today. Let's just say I discovered tonight that my camera decided to just die. So you won't be seeing me for quite some time in my videos. I've also got a HDMI splitter today, except it only duplicates the screen and not extends it. So I'm looking through my screen on my TV, and it's the exact same picture I see on my monitor. So I'm gonna be having quite a difficult time today. Anywho, I'm gonna be stuck with the window mode until I can get this fixed, hopefully in a few days. But either way, let's get this show on the road. This is The Crew 2. So, The Crew 2 is basically a racing game for Ubisoft. You basically, they've ditched the gritty art story setting and decided to go through the more lighthearted route by being a main star as an up-and-coming racer. But it's not just racing cars. You'll also be racing boats as well, and you'll also be racing airplanes too. There's a whole buttload of disciplines here to try out. And when I mean a buttload, I mean a literal buttload. We're talking a lot of manufacturers, so like 413 vehicles right here. Motorcycles, boats, planes, you name it, they've got it here. We've also got some new exclusive live events or live summits for weekly challenges. There's so much activities to do. We got from street racing, all the different disciplines, off-road, from motocross, rallycross, even hovercrafts. Freestyle, we have aerobatics, demolition derby, jet sprint, and monster trucks. I don't have vehicles for these guys yet. And for pro racing, we have power boats, touring cars, air race, and Alpha GP, or just basically open-wheeled Formula 1. So much to do. They even have a movie special where they do a a movie style shooting for a up and coming. This first one was like the hunt. For the first one was like the chase, and this is the hunt. You could also, like Forza, customize your character as well, be it the suits, and there's also different philosophies of how racing goes about, mainly from the story. Now, the story isn't much, it's just an upcoming driver being the rising star of the racing scene, but there are some conflicting philosophies in different tiers, more so than others. But that's something just very short, very minimal, very artistic kind of cutscenes. And it eventually will culminate in one thing. As you can see, this is my favorites room for the living room. If you go down here to the garage, all the cars are stationed here. I got a whole fleet. Audi TT was my first starting car, and eventually I graduated to becoming McLarens. And then the other side, we have my full fleet of Nissan's 370Zs, just because. Just note that the vinyls here are not, they're not mine. They're actually from other people. Now, if we go here, no, not this one. We're good to get away from that. If you go here to the vehicle section, you can customize the performance using some sort of like geared number thingy. Just so that everybody has their favorite car being at the max level. But you can customize it with vinyls and decals, and even visualized parts. More so than the boats and planes. Planes and boats just have liveries and that's it. But cars have parts and all things like this. And they have liveries and exclusives as well. You could even share your liveries with other people. Like say you could get it from different games. It has no holds bars on different games. Like this is from Underground 2. Then this is from a different racing team. I even have this one before, which is from an anime called Data Live. There's no holds bar to the creativity people have. There's even like a livery designer name as well as upload times and how many times they've been downloaded before. So the off-road vehicles I have was made by somebody named H Nitrous. And the color red and black and silver, it was done by someone named, I think the name is here. It was done by somebody named, hang on, the name was here, right? Ah, yes, on the quarter panel over there, it's called Mina Levin. That's the creator's name. It's inspired by the Vocaloids of the aria of the Planetes. I just know that now because I did my research, and yeah, it's Vocaloids. I just wanted an Itachi vehicle. It's basically a style of car that portrays an anime character. Of course, you can go for a preset vinyl like this, and there are some exclusive vehicles like a Synthwave DMC DeLorean. This Aston Martin you can get from the social club if you line up. Damn dog. Yeah, it's kind of time today. And god damn it, dog. We'll close the door first. There we go. Anyway, you get this Aston Martin from the social club. Just all need to log in to the social club, and then you can have this thing for free, as well as a few cosmetic clothes. You can even race motorcycles here. I basically bought this this BMW R1200 GS Adventure. I think my dad has a similar bike like this, but nah, this is a little older. And yes, you can buy the same car like this, but you can also tweak it for different disciplines. You need to buy the same car again, of course. This one is for drifting. This one is for drag racing. This one is for rally raids, where you go off-road and climb up hills. This one is for rallycross, for closed circuits off-road and mixed tarmac. And this touring car is mainly for, yeah, tarmac racing. There's also different vehicles you can get for free, like I got this for free, a Red Bull buggy, a Mercedes X-Class, my wife loves this. Then you get a prize vehicle like this McLaren P1 when you beat the street racing game. You get power boats that go through like really tight canals. This one is for large open seas, and this is for aerobatics. Now we're not gonna go through all of the disciplines today. Mainly that would take forever. But what we will do is do every single discipline, every single style of family here. I won't overload you with so much details. So let's hit the road. One thing I'm really disappointed is that you can't really change your character. At least I told you up front there. After you selected it. It's just tied to the cutscenes. Should be a bit more freedom, like in Need for Speed. We're currently in Miami right today. And if you think it's just one city, we have the entire America to drive in. And you just don't know the scale until you finally zoom out. So this is our place. It's a full 3D map. Zoom out, and you have the city with all the little districts. Zoom out even more, you have the country. And yeah, this is an entire drivable space. All of it. I think it took somebody 45 minutes to drive from east to west coast. I'm not going to attempt it right here because that would take freaking forever. Though it would be quite a challenge. I've also tried doing this with the wheel, but I've heard that if you plug it with a Logitech G29, the game crashes for no apparent reason. Like after 20 minutes or even the beginning of the startup, it just doesn't want to go. So a big shame that I can't use the wheel. There is legit wheel support for this, but it just gets so hindered by the fact that it just causes it to crash. I don't know, probably just a processing thing or maybe an optimization thing. Well, we can always guess. Anyway, let's go through the disciplines. Yeah. First up, let's do a street race, a typical street race. Doesn't have to be a big one. Let's do. Okay, I'm kind of lost. Yeah, let's do the Everglades. teleport right through there. Got myself a manual. Got 3 cameras as well. Let's begin. This is the transition. We're gonna have a preset weather.
3, 2,
Alright, let's go.
1.
You don't necessarily need to be in the first place, just be in the top 3 and that's it. What I like about games that like this is that they don't show you a trophy or like a gold, a silver, or a bronze. I like it better when they say you've completed this event and that's it. You don't need to be bothered or have OCD just trying to get first place in everything. Games like Need for Speed Heat and this, they don't really show off how well you place, because that just only means you just pressure to just get first place everything. First place or nothing. Those days are long gone. And I like how laid back this is. Almost there. What's that ramp doing there? Ow! Oh shit, shit, shit. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Forward, 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 forward. Even though the front windshield is cracked, if you go inside your vehicle, it's not. So at least it still made the cockpit view viable. Though I wish the hands turned more. It's just stiff. Yeah, I know it's shift paddles, but hey, at least it doesn't make you feel guilty and polite to use a gear stick. But then again, the wheel doesn't even work. Disappointment. I know, I shouldn't be braking in the middle of the corner. "25 seconds behind." Well, then again, this is like the first level. You'll unlock the harder difficulties with the same event, so give them some replay value. That's that. And you see, you can still control your car even after the whole screen is done. Just keep moving though. And we got some parts that drops by. It's loot based. Keeps the game, keeps all the cars relevant. And now resetting back to the usual weather. There we go. It's nighttime
closing
again.
in on #1 on the list. I know you'll get there. Just keep on keeping on. Tio's gotta be feeling the heat, cause you are on fire.
So you're top 5 on the list. I guess the list isn't what it used to be. It's up to me to clean it up and put you back in your place.
Tio, I already won your car. Reality check. Enough of that story gripe. Oh, here's a neat little trick. Press Y. You also check out the radio that you've got. I know, copyright, so what? I'm not big enough to worry about that thing yet. All they're giving is a freaking copyright claim. I don't even have to get monetized. Yeah, I'm just doing this as a hobby, not really as a full-time job. But cool, it would be. So you got your BPM, beats per minute for all these nice, cool driving music. You can also change it up for something like Wild Step for these hard EDM. You got Rock This, one of my favorites for off-roading. Got Fresh Hip Hop for all the hip hop noise. You got really great for just cruising the city. Infinite Country, it's like those open road musics you got. Ambient for those of you who like Life is Strange. I'm one of those people. All those new disco and slow lo-fi hips. Essential classics. You like jumping over jumps and hoops and everything. We'll listen to classical music. You got it here. And Viva Latino for all the Spanish music you want. I won't have to go to Miami to me. Of course, you can turn that off if you find that really bad. There's also a cool photo mode where, you can take photos. It even records the last 10 minutes of everything you've done. Just all day and night and everything. Here's the fun part. Go to live replay. It used to record the last 10 minutes of your run, but now they just seem to minimize that to just only a couple of minutes. So you got this time. And it seems to have only recorded me standing still. Never mind! Let's move on, shall we? Love the burn on this thing. While driving around, you can actually switch to different vehicles. So if I press the R button, hop onto a plane, up we go. You can always check the night sky with this. This is a stunt plane, so it's mainly slow speeds, but you can be highly maneuverable. Unfortunately, I can't be bothered to ride the events of this plane because they actually bore me to death. Yeah, it's just a bunch of checklists for stunts and everything, which doesn't really appeal to me very often. Of course, you can have different camera modes, especially inside the cockpit. I wonder if you can plug in a joystick with this, but given how much of the wheel that crashes the game, I wouldn't count on it. We should be above water now, so let's switch over to a boat. Boats handle pretty much the same way as a car, except you can hold down the stick trim and push the motors up for faster speeds. Balancing this act with turning, and you can it can be competitive with boats, and for some reason they have boost too. Boat racing is kind of different compared to cars. Let's enter a boat race. There should be one here in the waterfront. There it is. Okay, I'm under leveled for that. Yeah, it can be a grindy game if you want it to be, but oh well. We can try here, Lake Mead.
Hoover Dam, Lake Mead, marvels of human achievement. And of course, we need to elevate them a little higher and turn them into a racetrack.
Hey, the spirit of competition is at the core of human endeavor.
You know what? You're right. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that.
Oh shit! Oh crap!
A big thank you to Tiger Tonic, the champions, for sponsoring today's event. Tiger Tonic, fuel your beast.
Okay, we're back. There was a fucking earthquake? Yeah, there was a... It took quite a while. We're okay. We're okay. We're just gotta get back in the groups. What was it again? Alright, the powerball thing. Right. I just hope it doesn't get any aftershocks so we don't have to get through this again. Alright, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
So powerboat racing is quite different compared to street racing. The waves of your opponents is going to make it really harder for you to maneuver around. So you gotta pick a different line than theirs and trim the water and use boost to get ahead. Not that you use boost in your life, but that doesn't make any sense. So you blow up the motor. Rocks and obstacles also, you gotta make sure to turn as little as possible while keeping your speed up. It's a little trickier than it looks. Also, my thumb is killing me when he's doing this. It's gonna get real tight.
Leading is a good look on you.
Hey, we're near the Hoover Dam. Oh boy. My thumb is killing me for pushing this stick down and trying to trim the water out. So I'm not really the most motivated to do this. It gets even trickier with jet sprint where it's tight as hell. I should have worn a suit for this pro racing thing. Leveling up mechanics. Gotta install these parts, gotta be competitive for it. There we go. Looks like I got something in the motor pass, which is their version of a season pass. Got this emote. You get stuff for free, of course, like in Fortnite, but you can also get more stuff as well if you paid up a freaking season pass or something like that. If that's supposed to remote. But really, why would you do that when you've already spent the equivalent of 1,800 pesos? Well, I didn't really spend that much. I actually paid only 370 because this thing was on a lunar sale. Thank you, Chinese New Year. If you reach icon, you can also put points in your icon points section, you know. You basically increase gains and everything, so there's a reason to keep playing. Keep leveling up and all that. What everybody's here for is the event summit here, which you can look. It's basically a themed challenge of races for restricted cars and other events based around a certain theme. So it happens every week, and you can participate in them, depending on the theme of the day. You can find it here in your HQ. This is the street racing HQ. You can buy new vehicles. Now, when we first come over here, my first thought is that, oh, I get to have 4 vehicles to choose from the get-go. only to find out they're actually representing this different disciplines. So one is street racing, the other is drifting, one is drag racing, and the other is hypercars. How cool is that? List wire diamond wheels. You could buy stuff at the shop from Ubisoft. Please don't. Motor Pass truck. Live summit for all the daily events. So check it here. Today we're having Emerald Coast right off the bat of Carnage Lovers from Valentine's. And it looks like I get 3,000 followers. There we go. We have a new event here today for Emerald Coast, and we have different events to play as. There's even a worldwide leaderboard for this too, each week. I won't be participating in this today because we still got an airplane race to go through. But you can check all the different rewards from scraps and everything, and you can check all the different events from March for November. I like how you have to hold the button in case of accidental pressing. That's good, that's good. Let's do an aerobatic event. This is by far one of the most dullest events there is.
Watch the weather up there. There's some heavy cloud cover, which may reduce your visibility. Of course, a pilot like you shouldn't have any problem with that.
If you put some time into GTA, flying a plane would be a pretty easy gig. However, they don't automatically turn left and right for you to lean. You need to manually do that with the rudders. Changing the environment so there's fog.
2, 1.
Okay, we gotta do the checklist thingy. Go. 6 rolls. We're coming in close! Oh, baby. Get some altitude. I think maybe at 2,000 feet we'll start plummeting. And down we go. Nosedive. Alright, we're almost there. And we're done.
That's
Time
the
to
style.
Low as we go. Okay, is that low enough? No, that's not low enough. Oh boy, that was close. Can't give smoothie butter because there were no trees in the way. Let's do a roll. Oh god, tree! Oh god, that was a fail. That was a fail. Touch and go. Tree. We got a touchdown. Hit the ground and up we go. There we go. one more shot to make a loop. Ah. Yeah, this is why I'm not a really big fan of airplanes, acrobatics in this game. It's on a checklist-based thing, and you just can't pull stunts fast enough to do it. The off-road thing is a little more better. Let me see if we can find one. It's gotta be a rally raid. There we are.
Be careful driving through the vineyards in this course. I own them, and I don't want you crushing my grapes under your wheels. Bare feet? Yes. Tire treads? No.
There's appropriate music in this. My 370Z is now decorated in Data Live vinyl, ready for rally raid. Even the inside's been stripped out. God, I love the backfire of this game.
2, 1.
In Rally Raid, you're gonna have to find your own way around this course. There's a lot of obstacles from trees to rivers. There's a whole bunch you gotta navigate through. Your only set point is to go from point to point, but how do you get there is all up to you. And yes, this gets extremely challenging in the cockpit view when you don't really have much of a view. It's even worse at night, and hell on snow. And yes, dodging trees in this kind of environment is pretty awesome. Whoa! We just went through it like it was nothing. It was not even props. I like how they still put arrows to guide you where you want to go, or suggestions, I would say. Whoa! Go right. Oh, looks like we're approaching some redwood. This trail here, and we're ignoring it. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, rock face. You can't look up. There's no hill cam like in Midnight Club. So whenever you're facing down, it's so hard to tell if you're going the right way. Okay, so it tells us to go down this road, and then it splits to the left or right. Let's obviously go right. Whoa. Okay, whoa. Cliff! Cliff! It's a cliff! Oh gosh! Ow. Alright, that's that. Get some pretty spectacular views at the end of these events. I want to click for a photo. That's all the time we have got here for today. What I will say though is that this game, you gotta pick it up for a sale. I picked it up for like 370 pesos here for a lunar sale. So this is a really good MMO, racing MMO, for when you're already really bored of Need for Speed. I want to thank the Militia, sorry, what was it? Militia Gaming channel for recommending this game. I love it. I love this game, even though it really is annoying that you can't use the steering wheel other than Logitech. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like or dislike. Either way, it helps me out. And hopefully I can get some of that money to get my camera fixed. It feels odd not having my face in here. Either way, guys, hope you enjoy it. Catch you later.